Grand Rising, Kings and Queens, Grand Rising. Today a beautiful day out here. See the blue skies. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. First off, I want to give praise to the Most High, Jah Rastafari. Yes. Second, I want to thank you and thank myself for pushing to breathe in another breath. You know, there's a lot of people that ain't make it to see this day. That's why we always got to be grateful. And we can't give up on our dreams and aspirations. Today, just like every other day that we awaken, is a blessing. I had heard some stuff that I wanted to speak on. Every day I made it a regiment, made it a routine, made the decision to get up and go get it. Get up, grind harder than I did yesterday. Get up and go on that walk, go on that jog, exercise. Today, probably ran like a mile and a half. Then I backpedaled to a half a mile. Then I did some stretches and some aerobics. I did some hills. Now it's time for the cool down. So because of that, I said, let me do something I haven't done in a while and get on the video. So every morning or every day, I listen to motivational things. Even if it's not motivational podcasts and speakers, it's just day-to-day jewels that I get. And I'll be wrong if I don't speak on what I heard. One thing that I heard recently was, it was from, what's his name? Joe Rogan. There's a lot of controversy going on with him with Spotify. But he said some stuff that I thought about and made me wonder. He said that insanity, I got salt in my eye. Insanity and greatness are next door neighbors. And they be sharing sugar from each other. Borrowing sugar from each other. I thought about that. Now, you know, some people don't like the word insanity. Some people like the word fear, crazy, fear, crazy, courage. Doesn't matter what you want to put next to it, but you got to tap into another side in your mind. You got to be able to reach those goals that you want to hit. That's not normal thinking. That's not what everybody, do to get to their goal or to get to the next level. If you don't change the way you think and borrow some sugar from your other side, you're going to be stuck in the ways that you have been doing. Greatness is right next door. You are great. You can be great. You will be great. I say it again. You are great. You can be great. You will be great. You just got to go to that other side sometimes and borrow some sugar. Get it from the stomach. Get it from the feet. Get it from the heart. Get it from the mind. Think it into the next dimension of 5D, 4D, 6D, and bring it to 3D. Bring it to the world that we in, which is 3D. So, I'm on a liquid diet, right? And I've been fasting. To be on this liquid diet, that same thing as fasting. So smoothies, and blended food, juicing, water, tea, honey, and prayer and thoughts It's the only thing that I've been focused on. All right. So this is day 12. I lost 20 pounds, a little over 20 pounds. I was 220. Now I'm like 200 or 198. This is not my first time doing it. This was probably like my fourth. I mean, maybe fifth. If you don't include Ramadan, but everybody take fast. I mean, they do fast, intermittent fast, which means they eat in certain times of the day. But I realized that after the third day, I'm not hungry no more. I'm not as hungry. My body realized that, hey, look, bro, this is the only food that you're going to get. And this, you're going to have to take it and get all the nutrition you can out of it. And all the rest, access, you must not need it because you're not getting it. So you got to accept it. So I'm not saying that's for everybody, right? But I'm saying that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? My goal is for 46 days. You know, Jesus fasted for 40. And I just feel like I can make it. I'm trying to take all of the bad cells, fatty cells, make it into lean muscles and some good cells. You know what I'm saying? We regenerate and make a whole new body and different cells every day. But some of them die, new ones are born. And I'm studying biology as a class for me to graduate. And I'm pretty much learning the anatomy and everything that's in your body when it comes to humans or animals, mammals, to reptilians, to insects, all that stuff, right? And it's just crazy, amazing how what your body do, So anyways, I digress. Another thing that I had heard when I was listening to my different podcasts is you gotta keep going and push through, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you got to keep going and push through and not give in on that. But they gave me an analogy that was like, if you was digging for gold, this one guy was digging for gold, and he was digging for days and days and digging. Then he said, man, it ain't no fucking gold here, man. It ain't no gold here. I've been digging for days, weeks. I've been digging, man. But if he would have dig 4 more feet to the left, he would have hit all the gold. Every last gold. Somebody came and found his tunnel, a fresh new body, new mind. And the dude already set up the groundwork because he already started digging. But he gave up. He ain't pushed through. He quit it. He quit. And he got some gold, but he didn't get all the, gold that he dreamed because he gave up. He ain't pushed through. We can't let the people that haven't did what you did or don't have the dreams that you do or the goals that you do dictate what you do. Because they life is their life and your life is yours. They dreams and aspirations is not your dreams and aspirations. And a lot of the times, it's all you are who you surround yourself in. I know you heard that 1,000 times. But it's time to do something different in 2022 and the rest of your life. That's my goal. Get away from the people that I've been trying to uplift and spending all my time, money, power that mental energy, vibrations to get these people on the level and the plane that I am. In that past time, God had told me that I should do it. Try to uplift them, give them the, knowledge or the, positive thinking, the different thinking, different vibrations on my level that I feel is right, and to let them take it and do it as they will. And they did. And I haven't really touched back to see what's any, what they're doing nowadays, but I know that I made an impact on their life. And for that, I believe in karma, and it's going to come back to me. But the thing that I'm saying is you got to be around people that's on the next vibration that you're trying to get to. That's on your vibration and higher. It's no more time to bring nobody else up. I've been around a good 6 millionaires in the last 2 years. Some people, like I had talked to somebody recently, and I told them, some of them was, they were millionaires by the mental, and the other ones, they was millionaires by the actual material that they possess inside their bank account and with their properties. Being in the construction field, you can be around those type of people if it's divine and aligns for you to be around them. And I got some of their knowledge and, some of their knowledge that I needed from them, and made it do for me as I wanted. I'm not in their life right now, but we're not on bad terms. So I can call any one of them, say, hey, how's it going? Good morning. Grand Rising. But one guy, he told me that if you be around low-life people, then people like me are not going to gravitate to you and give you what you need to succeed. And at the time, I just, rebutted like, I don't care. The fuck you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? I'm a billionaire and I don't have it in my bank account. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's my path, and that's you ain't shit type shit. And that wasn't right. And it wasn't until later that I realized, like, yeah, man, you're right, man. I told him that he was right on the low, but it wasn't until I realized it and I accepted that he was right. People that I was around, they had good teachables. They could be taught, they could be molded. They could be shaped. But those bad habits made me spend a lot more energy on trying to get them to shift that bad habit into a positive and stop thinking that way, that it took from me in the way that I did it, in the way that I do it. Not saying that my way is the best perfect way neither, but if it's producing good karma or, good results, then, that's what I should do. But, it was a couple more things that I thought about, but I ain't gonna put it all out there because I'm not good at putting everything down on paper to say what I got to speak on today. I just say, guide my words, guide my heart, guide my voice to say what's on my mind. Let it come out. But one last thing I thought about was two more things that I'm going to give you, and I'm going to get off here because I've been on here a while. But I listened to Gary V. And Gary V, he started at his dad owned a wine shop. And he took that wine shop. Now he, started making a lot of different content, a lot of e-commerce, a lot of, NFTs, a lot of different things, Shark Tanks, a lot of, basketball team endorsements or basketball team ownership. He do a lot of things, philanthropist, whatever. So he was just like, I love when people doubt me. I love when people put me down because that gives me the inside burn to prove them wrong. So he loved to be put down. He loved to be, looked down upon because that give him the burning inside to prove them wrong. So if you got people that's naysayers, that's haters, everybody knows that haters make the best results, but you gotta push through those things, those thoughts them vibrations that they throwing at you. You gotta know that you divine. You gotta know that you coming from greatness. You gotta know that you covered in the blood, as they say. You gotta know. You know what I'm saying? And for all the people that's doing it, they give you that inside burn that's gonna make you want to do different than them, and prove them that the things the things that's inside you, the thoughts, the feelings, the vibrations, the goals, the assets, the abilities, the capabilities that you have, you will achieve them. And ultimately not say I told you so, but tell them so, right? You gotta, that's the burn inside that you don't want to make. You don't want to work your 9 to 5 until you're 75. You don't, unless you love that and you actually love it. You know what I'm saying? You can do it for free because you love it so much. You don't want to, have to struggle to keep food on the table and provide. You don't want to just be in a E and the S quadrant and not in the B and I quadrant, right? Let me break it down for you, because I don't know if people know the quadrants, but I listen to Robert Kiyosaki. He the guy that made Rich Dad Poor Dad. And the E is the 9 to 5 worker. They want job stability. They want to make sure that they have this income. They can count it, that they're going to get this income because they worked these days a week, and they've been working these days a week or this amount of hours a week to produce this amount of currency that they pay their bills and get their groceries and do their things that they want to do with their money, right? That they want job security. The second one, that's the E. So you make a chart, you got the left side, right side, you got the T, right? At the bottom of the T on the right side is E. Above that on the right side is S. S is the people that's skilled laborers. So you got your nurses, your doctors, your welders, your carpenters, your fire police, whatever that's, a skilled trade that you had to go to school for, graduate from, to be able to get your job. You can be self-employed. You can be self-employed. So I guess it wouldn't fully be a police officer unless, it wouldn't be a police officer. But yeah, you pretty much, you own your own practice. So, which is good. But if you relax and you don't work, you don't get up and grind, you don't go out there and you don't get no clients, you don't, brand yourself and put it out there that, you got this business that you do, and you don't get no money. You don't get no money. The money stops when you stop going to work. If you don't have no investments and you don't have no passive income and you ain't got multiple streams of, money coming in, you ain't got no rental properties, you don't own no real estate, no land, then you stop working, you don't get the money, right? That is the S quadrant. Remember, it's up top on the right side. Now let's go to the left side. At the bottom is B, business owners. Those are the people that put the teams together. They're all the people that's great skills, the S's. People that are okay with being the E's. Those are the people that don't mind working as long as they have job security and as long as they have an industry that they can excel in. They're cool with it. Those are the people that the business owners put together. And it's risk in that. It's something different. It's insanity. It's the crazy. It's the courage. It's the, things that you wouldn't feel other people would say is safe to be able to be a business owner, right? And that sometimes to get out of the the situation you in and get to the next level, you have to do something that hasn't been done on the people and the people you surround yourself with. And that's what you got to do as a business owner. So that's the B quadrant. That's on the left side at the bottom. Now, on the left side at the top of the T, that's investors. That's the people who own multiple businesses, who invest in companies who's starting up, who invest in companies that's already there, who invest in crypto, who invest in NFTs, who invest in different stocks, who invest in ETFs, who invest in their self, that have the time to be able to do what they want to do, invest in their family. Invest. That's the people that invest because they did something different. Now, they might start in the E mindset. They might have to build up their money to work up they have to build up their money to be able to open up a practice. They got to use their money to be able to invest, even though they got a job. They got to use that money to get skilled and get a certificate or a degree that you've been doing this a long time and you got it. Now you can open your own practice. Now you can teach other people how to do it, and they can work under you. You can network. It's all about your network and your mindset. Who do you have around you, and what mindset do they have and you have, and are they uplifting you? It's not time to dwell on the past. That's one last thing I'm going to say. One last thing. It's the last thing. Y'all ready for it? It's the last thing. It's 3 U's that you got to be okay with. 3 of them. See? 1, 2, 3. You got to be okay with the past you. That's the decisions that you made. The good, the bad, the ugly, the reason why you're here. Did you invest? Did you forgive yourself for the past decisions that you made? Did you, do what you needed to do in the past to be where you at? You have to not blame her, him, her, it, that. You have to forgive the input. You got to take accountability that you did that and forgive that you did it. So you did that, right? Second thing is the present you in this time, right now, here. You got to think about, and you got to be the best you to set up to be the third you, which is the future you. You got to love what you're going to be. You got to write it down and do the aspirations and write it down and see it on the mirror and read it to yourself aloud and record it daily and think it in your head. Then send it up to the next level, the next dimension. You got to put that down. That is you in the future. And you got to make it easier for the middle you, which is currently right here. You got to make it easier with you right now to set up for the next you is in the future. So you got to actually set up the groundwork. So like, damn, I want be a millionaire. I want to be 100,000 there. I want to be a billionaire. I want to be 100 there. I don't care. I just want to make some big guap and do what I can with it. Well, you got to do the work today to set up for the future that you want tomorrow or next year or next, quarter, next 10 years, 20 years. As long as you feel like you're going to be on this earth and we don't have nothing catastrophic going on, then we have to set up the groundwork for the next chapter in our life. So the past you, forgive that. The current you, got to set up for the future you. Got to be the best you right now. Got to forget about, not forget, but remember what you did in the past. Forget about the bad stuff that you blamed yourself on and use it as a stepping stool to be like, okay, I'm not about to back down. Because why? Last time I faced adversity, I wasn't this strong. I wasn't this smart. I wasn't this, I didn't have this determination. Last time I wasn't ready. But this time I'm not backing down. This time I'm setting up for the future you. This time I realized that it didn't work because of this. And because I failed, I didn't fully fail that time. I just knew what was right and what was wrong now. That's the difference. I had to go through that to see what is wrong and what is right. And I found out that this didn't work. So now I got to go at a different approach, a different mindset, so I can set up for the future me, which is you. So I didn't mean to ramble and rant, rave, but I did, because God told me to speak my mind and what was on my heart and what I felt. So I did that. Now it's time for me to go back in the house, read, do some meditations, finish my workout, get in the shower, sip on my tea, and check what's going on in the world. More likely I got to study. I do. I have to take a little bit at a time to study each chapter, each thing that I want to do. I'm in school right now. I'm in school for engineering and IT, computer information systems. If all this works out, I'll graduate in May with no distractions. Unless I put it in there and I don't call them that. They are also goals that I'm going to reach. But I know what's first. So I'm doing that. School. That's the number one. E-commerce, I'm looking into that. That's another thing, number two. Real estate, I'm looking into that. That's number three. Growing my brand and business, shirts and, merch. It's number four. And, making a platform that people relate to is another thing that I'm doing. Being closer to my family and my friends and God, number one, before that, is also what I'm doing. Being in tune with myself and being on a higher vibration than I was in the past, and surrounding myself with people that's like me is another thing that I'm doing. Reading the Quran, practicing Salat, practicing yoga, deep meditations is another thing that I'm doing. Reading the Bible is another thing that I'm doing. Those are the things that I'm doing, and it's all divine for what I feel my path is, what my future me need to be, what I want him to be. You know what I'm saying? And stop at nothing to get those goals accomplished. Only thing that I have to do is strategically plan and do time management to do what I need to do. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? This is just a day. It's one day. You feel me? Out of many days. Y'all going to hear from me. And I'm going to try to post, at least 7 things if I can a day. I don't want to be consumed in the world like that on the media side. But people need to think what you thinking. They want to know what's going on in your mind. And you can't tell them. And, you can't get it out there if you don't say nothing and post nothing. So that's another thing Gary Vee said. Put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be some people that's like, man, I wish I would have posted that. I had a great idea. And now I seen this guy had this great idea. Well, you had a great idea because you thought it. You sent it out there. He probably caught it. She probably caught it because your thoughts is alive and you didn't speak it to nobody else. You didn't make a move and execute on it, but your thought did. And now he or she is excelling in your dream. So just think about all this stuff, man. It's Rasta Pizza, Third Power. I appreciate y'all for sticking in to the end. If y'all didn't, it's all good. I love y'all anyway. Just tap in next time and let me know what y'all think about this video. If I have to drop some good jewels and content and what y'all want to hear. I love y'all and God bless. Peace.